The Excellence in Leadership Award was established to recognize volunteer leaders of Farm Bureau who have made a significant contribution to Farm Bureau and agriculture in Mississippi. Their contributions have been performed as a result of unselfish effort to strengthen Farm Bureau and to enhance rural life in Mississippi.
That was my main goal when I started this, because I realized how few children and adults really knew anything about agriculture. They just really didn't know where their food was coming from, nor their clothing, nor the wood that was going into their houses. So I felt it was so important, with me being from an education background and our whole family being from an education background, that we needed to let children especially know where their food and the other things that they have in their life were coming from.
So 5 years ago, Jan Holley and her family decided to open their farm to the public for agritourism.
I researched it for a couple of years, and it took a couple of years to convince my farmer husband and my farmer brother-in-law that we actually could do this on the farm, because as my husband used to say, nobody's going to pay money to come out to some old corn patch, because that's all they had ever known, and it wasn't unique to them. But we have found that people will come anywhere that you promote it and that you provide an activity that they don't see on a daily basis.
And now, thousands of school kids stream through the farm, having fun and learning about agriculture.
We have the animals, of course, up at the barns, and we educate them about animals and the products that the animals give us. We have the barnyard dig, which is a fun activity that the children get to dig in the sand and find animals that are our food sources, and then they answer questions and learn things about those animals that they have found. We have the corn boxes, but before they are allowed to get into the corn boxes, we have a short little education thing that deals with corn and what the corn gives us and all the products and how important corn is to us in agriculture. We have barrel train rides, we have super slides, we have the wagon ride to the pumpkin patch. We have just numerous things.
And being a former educator herself, Jan likes to entertain the kids with a story.
Wow, what lovely children we have here, says the witch. Why don't you come and go with me? And Hansel and Gretel was just about to go with a mean old witch when out jumped a little red chicken and she said, don't go with her, don't go with her, she's a witch, she's a witch. So Hansel and Gretel didn't, the end. This is a family farm, and it is a family operation. It takes all the family members to make this run. On Saturdays, we will have 20+ family members working here, plus several other people that we hire to help us in different capacities. But without the family, this would not work. And I would tell anyone that's interested in getting into this business to be sure they have a good labor pool to pull from, because it is labor intensive. But without the family, we couldn't have done this.
And so for our 2012 Excellence in Leadership Award, we choose Jan Holley.
Congratulations, Mr. Jan. We are truly honored to present this to you tonight. I guess about 4 years ago I met you whenever I was up at Mississippi State for the Women in Ag, and I came home and told my wife, I said, honey, I have met a woman that is more enthused about agriculture and educating our children than anyone I've ever met. So, Ms. Jan, it's truly an honor to present you with this, and you two are truly a spokesperson for agriculture, and we thank you for what you do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all of you here today. This is really an honor. I am so humbled and overwhelmed by this award. I feel like there's other folks sitting out there that's more deserving of this than I am. I want to thank a bunch of people that's here today, especially my family. All of you stand up over there. My children are here today, my 3 children, my 2 daughters and my son, and their spouses, and my 5 grandchildren. Without them, we could not do this. And without the 15 other family members back at home, we could not do this either. I want to thank all of them. I want to thank my husband, even though he complains sometimes when I have to call him in out of the field to help me do something. He is always beside me in this endeavor. I want to thank the Farm Bureau members. Y'all have always encouraged me, you have helped me, you have been there to just help me keep going in this operation. And most importantly, I want to thank God because He has blessed us tremendously, and without Him, none of this would be possible. I guess I'm going to leave you with a little thought. Some years ago, I bought this little picture, and on this picture with this little log cabin sitting back in the woods, smoke coming out of the chimney, and this long winding driveway going up to it, and at the bottom of this picture were the words, "Nothing happens without a dream." Those words spoke to me that day, and they continue to speak to me now. I had a dream for our farm. I dreamed that if we could turn it into something like this, to be able to bring our family back into the farm, even on a small scale. I had a dream that this farm would continue the legacy that my father-in-law had started some years ago. And I had a dream that we would be able to educate folks about agriculture. We would be able to bring them into the farm and create memories that they could go home with, that they would have this very favorable image about agriculture and the farm. So I want to leave with you today the idea that if you have a dream, you can achieve it. Just work hard and it can become a reality. Thank you.